Oh, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Nordby,
Here.
Councilmember Woods,
Here.
Councilmember McKenzie,
Here.
Councilmember Schweer,
Here.
Mayor Monge.
Here. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda, please?
So moved.
So moved, Councilmember Schweer.
So moved.
Second, Councilmember Woods. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
All right, first up is a presentation for the Proclamation of Constitution Week. So whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principle of limited government in the republic dedicated to rule by law, and whereas September 17th, 2024 marks 237th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to the magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate it. Whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuance of the proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America, designating September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Now therefore, on behalf of the City Council of the City of North St. Paul, our mayor, by virtue of the authority vested in him for the City of North St. Paul, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Be it further resolved, Mayor asks the citizens to reaffirm their ideals the framers of the Constitution had in 1787 by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through this guardians of our liberties.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate be able to recognize and remember all they went through for us, for our republic. You know, people talk about how it is, you know, it's a republic. We elect people to represent us. So it's good to look back and be able to have that in remembrance. So thank you.
Absolutely. All right, for the consent agenda, item A, August 19th, 2025, workshop and city council meeting minutes. Item B, general claims of $728,122.51. HRA claims of $38,224.47. BCA Internet Crimes Against Children, ICAC Joint Powers Agreement. Item E, authorization to award contract for rooftop HVAC replacement at City Hall. And item F, contract with E.G. Rudd & Sons, Inc. for McKnight Athletic Complex Certificate of Survey.
Thank you very much. Would anybody like to pull an item at this time?
I'd like to pull F, because I want to have a little more discussion on that.
Sure. All right, F will go. Anybody else? If not, can I get a motion to accept this agenda? So move. Councilmember Woods. Second?
Second.
Second. Councilmember Nordby. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. All right. At 6:40, we'll meeting to the public. Joseph, 4N. Welcome. You got 3 minutes for public speaking. Thank you. You got the nicest, yes. You got the nicest handwriting I think I've ever seen of somebody. I could read it.
That's the product of none.
No.
Made me write penmanship when I was.
Well, you did really well.
Are you going to start me or what? I want to talk to you about a safety issue, a very serious one. I called some of you about this. It's that intersection where 5 come in at 7th, at 3rd Street North, and also on South Avenue. I live there. The brakes are squealing. People are running those hexagon stoplights. Someone's going to get hurt. There are motorcycles going through there, bicyclists. There's people pushing baby buggies trying to get through there. I saw a guy almost get hit. I also researched this a bit. I called MnDOT and I spoke with Lars and Paula. He's their traffic coordinator. I think he's been there for 30-some years. And I asked him about those hexagon stop signs. I said, people are running them. They just come through. I saw somebody they're running through. He said a hexagon stoplight would be much better than putting a stoplight up on top. He says we'll have more accidents than with the hexagon stops. The reason being, the bulbs, they dim, they burn out, and also if you get sleet or snow, they don't work. Secondly, you got to time them. You're going to have 5 impinging rows of traffic coming into that target. How do you get the timing of those lights down? And thirdly, it's been proven, people run yellows, they even run reds. So that's not the option. He looked at it, he said, this is an ideal spot for a roundabout. He says, the beauty of this is everybody's supposed to come in at 30. They don't come in at 30. They go by my house at 45, 50. And I hear the brakes squealing. There was a near miss over the holiday. Somebody was pulling a trailer and blew right through from South Avenue. I also spoke with Ramsey County, their county engineer, Brad Estigen. And I talked to him about this, and he agreed that is where we needed to have a roundabout because it'll make it much safer. People will have to slow. It'll move the traffic along, and we'll be much better. But secondly, in your comprehensive plan, there were 2 consultations on this and 2 separate plans for roundabouts at that intersection. And they are in the comprehensive plan. We need to take a look at this and get a move on it before someone gets hurt. The city is exposed to liability. If we leave it the way it is, and there's a serious injury where somebody gets disabled for life or there's a fatality, a personal injury firm is going to come in and take a look at that comprehensive plan and said, hey, you had 2 plans for this thing, you never moved on them. And they will sue us. Every one of us as taxpayers is going to be paying for this, plus the damage to our city. It's going to have to be done sooner or later. Now is the opportune time to move on this. We need to make this safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Carrie, please.
I am Carrie Blease. I live at 2887 Lake Boulevard. First of all, I always want to say thank you. I really appreciate what you guys do because you do represent us. And for that, I'm really, truly grateful that you guys have great dialogue. I was watching at home before I came to watch the workshop, and I just appreciate all the great questions that you come up with. I would really like it if you would sit closer to the microphone. For those of us who are at home, there are some of you that don't come all the way up to the microphone. So that's my request for the night. Please do that because it does help for those of us that we can't always be in 2 places at once. So, and I do like having all the council meetings and the workshops and the commission meetings televised. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll slide it a little forward. There we go.
That's a fair request.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm just going to knock myself out by hitting it forward. Thank you very much. That's the end of that. So off we go.
All right, so city business action item brought down from the consent agenda, item F, contract with E.G. Rudd and Sons, Inc. for McKnight Athletic Complex Certificate of Survey.
Are we ready for that site to be, what do they call it, surveyed?
It's for survey.
Huh? The first survey?
It's a survey, yep, just a land survey, not soil sampling, or it's just a land survey.
Just a land survey.
Yep.
Now, will this be in contingent with the HGA program, right, that was put in a year or so ago for the plan and that? So will they do the whole parameter of the whole fields and all that, Kunkel and everything?
That's my understanding, the whole 22 acres, 21 point some acres, yeah.
What kind of a resolution, what kind of a, no, what do you want to call it? What are they gonna be, what are we gonna be looking at from their standpoint of how much space there is? Or
Probably gradients.
Right.
Yeah, making sure, I mean, it's all one property, so, but recognizing where everything's at, I mean, from the batting cages to, you know, the fields, making sure that even the outside parameter, that the property lines are known exactly where they're at,
Okay.
if they move forward with this project, so, yeah.
And that includes the grade too, you said, so
Sure, elevation, I guess I should say, yeah.
I know we do have some issues there as far as towards the back of it there with water quite a bit, so that
Yeah.
will let us know how much we need to bring it up to a certain, so it doesn't flood, would that be? How does that?
Potentially,
I
yep.
just don't know what kind of report, when they give us a report,
Right,
is that
that's what
kind
I'm
of
just
stuff in it?
wondering. What are we looking at?
For now, it's just going to tell you what's there when you're doing a survey. If you're looking to do any kind of corrections from there, that's above and beyond
Sure.
the survey and whatever contractor you would bring in for that.
Do they give you ideas of what's needed with the elevation and stuff like that? Is that part of that?
No,
Okay.
not off of that. No. Anything you'd like to add?
Right now, it's just like, I'm following you, Ryan. I mean, I want to say the exact same things. We're
Okay.
just surveying it right now for the potential, this phase process. So really, again, it's coming out of, correct me if I'm wrong, it's coming out of the Parks and Rec budget. Is it, I can't remember which fund. It's not, is it Park Fund?
Well, it's the park, it was funds that was allocated for something at Casey Lake. They had more funds than they needed in there, so they were going to reallocate it towards this.
Yes.
We're gonna need no matter what we do with that area.
Correct. And it's surveying the land, seeing what the land is all about right now. Once we receive that feedback information, Ron and you will work on that. And I mean, it's very generic. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And that's a HUD land, so it always will be a park, no matter what we do with it. So we, you know, as far as that, that's part of the whole thing. So it will always be a park. So we just need to figure out the best way to use it.
That was the agreement.
Yeah,
All right, well, I'm good.
okay. If you're good, then we have to vote on that? Okay. So can I have a motion for the survey?
Motion. I'd like to make the motion
Yep,
to
thank
approve
you.
that.
Didn't I say?
Second.
Second. Schweer, Nordby, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we got city manager and department reports. So at a staff meeting today, Electric's been busy coordinating with Target. They're going to do an outage because they're going to get a loop feed into that building. So any kind of power outages would be drastically reduced back to get them back online. Not that that happens very often. They have been working out on Highway 120. They're going to extend that for a couple of weeks. They have more than a dozen different cross arms to replace along the power poles, along from probably South Avenue down to Holloway. They're been doing camera upgrades up here at City Hall, replacing some of the old ones that were original. They're getting close to finishing up the EV rebate program, which would also be available for the EV chargers in the homes. Then would also be a time of day charge with that with the meter, so it'd be its own separate rate. Our superintendent down there at the electric, he won a Rising Star Award at the utility conference, so congratulations to him. He did a good job. And they are in the process of prepping for next year's underground projects, so trying to line all that up, just because order time on some of these equipment takes so long. Community development's been working with the Planning Commission, which they'll be meeting here on Thursday. They got 3 public hearings coming up. One with Cowan Public School construction and addition parking, zoning ordinance update for handicap accessibility, and a subdivision ordinance update. Communications, Ava's been working with Autumn Arts Festival, which is coming up on Saturday, September 13th from 11 to 6 at Casey Lake. The fall roundup parade's coming up here pretty fast already, Thursday, September 18th. And we got, she organized a community give back event, so on Saturday, September 27th for kind of helping the food shelf out for a couple hours and then having pizza afterwards. Please sign up. And also supporting for setup of the promotion of the Booyah, which they're already talking about, which is coming up fast. HR's been busy with Paycom and the new software, And we're having training with department heads and all staff training here coming up next week. Finance, of course, has been busy with the budget, with the levy discussions, as you guys saw this evening. Police, we have Detective Fleming, who is now Acting Chief Fleming, doing a great job for this week, till Ray comes back next week. They also had one field training complete last week, so they just have, I think, 2 more, and then everybody's up to full speed. Public Works has been busy with the road project. Paving up on Buell on Saturday, curb and gutter is completed. Sanitary and water work is ongoing with additional crews being brought in to speed up the process. They still are on, they haven't been set back by the weather, I guess I should say. Casey Lake Ball Field, removal of the pond digging is underway. They've ordered the windscreen for the Housey Park, which they've got about 3 weeks for that, for the ponging noise from the table tennis. And then the playground's ordered for the Polar Park, and catch basins repairs at Northwood on Margaret and Hilltop areas in progress. Fire has been doing their compliance for inspections for local businesses. They're doing the officer training for the new fire truck, and department-wide. They're going to be having their first live burn with it coming up on the 17th. And their Booyah event is the 5th, October 5th. And we've got the material ordered for the door lock updates that we're going to have here. Probably a month and a half out yet before we see them, and then we'll get that process underway. And that's all I got for you.
Student build open house?
Student Built Open House is this Thursday from 4 to 6:30. Hope
Yeah.
to see you there.
I see a lot of people there. Turned out beautiful over there.
Yes.
It's right across from Webster on the corner of 7th and 6th.
Yep.
Right.
Kids show up, and yeah, they're always excited about the work they did, and
Yep.
that's gonna be great.
So, yeah, that house looks great. When you drive past it, it looks like it's always been there.
Yeah,
Did a nice job
Looks
fitting in
good.
that piece of property.
they did.
Great, well, thank you very much. Reports from council, commissions, committees.
Parks and Recreation met last Wednesday. It was a productive meeting. Brian has pretty much updated everything except for the Gaga Ball pits, which are, the first one's going in Northwood, I believe, and it's going inside the ice rink. So
Nice.
it'll be a huge addition to our community. Such a positive sport. So that's what I got.
I still got to Google it to find out what it is.
Oh, you're not missing anything. At least from an adult's view.
Good, I don't have to run.
No,
Good.
you can't run.
No, you and I together.
EDA meets next Tuesday at 4 o'clock here.
Thank you very much. Councilman Nordby. Woods first.
You can skip me if you want, but
I know.
no. Arts and Culture meets tomorrow night here in council chambers at 6:30. And beyond that, I would just encourage everybody to, September 13th is the Autumn Arts Festival. So make sure you go out, and we're always looking for more volunteers, so.
Thank you. You have to look on your face Nordby, when I see you, but, why me? Now it's you.
The Planning Commission meets 2 days from today in this building at 6:30. The 3 things on the agenda are the Cowan Elementary School CUP, the zoning ordinance text amendments, and the subdivision ordinance amendments.
Thank you. Any general business? Councilmember Schweer.
None at this time.
Thank you.
I'm kind of excited to go see that student-built house. My son was one of the first students from North St. Paul back in '98 that went through her program.
Very nice.
So I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like inside.
Well, they do good work. They sell so fast. Councilmember Woods.
I have nothing at this time.
All right.
Nothing at this time?
Okay, I'm gonna have a little, I don't know if I'm having if it was the last meeting, if I mentioned it, or if I didn't, but I can't remember when we did it, but the ribbon cutting for the wedding shop / chapel.
Oh.
I don't think we talked about that yet, right? Oh, good. So I couldn't remember if we did or not. So I went to the ribbon cutting. It was a nice little business. The family was there. Everybody was very excited. It was a good time, and it's nice to have a ribbon cutting in our, it's always a fun time for all of us to be able to do that on the council.
It is.
It was really nice inside there too. They had it fixed up pretty dang nice.
On both sides, you got the consignment, when you drive past it, you got the consignment shop that's on the Margaret side, and the chapel is a little bit, down the middle towards that. So you can get dresses on one side, and then you can do a little ceremony. Seats about 100, I think, if I remember right, for a wedding. So nice little get-together. They did a really nice job with it.
They did. Can I add one thing?
Sure.
We don't need to advertise for it because we're hosting a blood drive here, but we filled up all 30 spots.
Awesome.
So,
Nice.
yeah, did a great job,
Where's
especially
that
to.
held at?
They're gonna hold it in Apparatus Bay in the fire. Yep. So we're not advertising for any more people to come up. So that's pretty nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good deal. It's definitely in need, always, for blood.
Actually, I do want to add something because I thought this was a cool little gem that we have in our city, and I think it is a secret, and I want to advertise it. I recently had to go in for a fingerprinting for the state, and we have, not only do we have, what is that? It's through the TSA, pre-check. So it's a pre-check, background checks, DOT exams, and it's all over in the small building by Zwiski Archery.
Charles and 7th, yep.
Yep. And again, it's a small little gem, but if anyone needs a background check done, DOT, you want to avoid all TSA pre-check right there. And then, didn't even know it existed and realized, oh gosh, this place is top secret. You'll be able to get in here first. So,
Well, that's nice. I was wondering what that was, though. I know that they changed hands. I didn't know what the building was. Well, thank you for bringing that up.
yeah.
All right, our next meeting is September 16th. Call for adjournment if there's nothing else.
So moved.
So moved. Councilmember Woods.
I'll second.
Second. Councilmember Schweer. All those in favor, say aye.
I
Aye.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.